Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly BD broadcast. Today we are going to look into what's inside the next Beadingschool Academy Theme Box. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I would like to be 100% sure that everything is all right before I would start sharing important information with you. Cynthia is here, Sherry is here. Really nice to see you, ladies. Nitty is here, Sarah is here. Oh, Sarah says she can see me and hear me. Thank you so much for letting me know. Jessica is here, Erika, Facebook user friend, Claire, Linda, Honey is here, Antoinette, Sherry, Nicolene, Daniela. Niti and Sarah says, so nice that you are home in one piece. Thank you so much. I'm back from a week-long, well, I could say that vacation, but I was in fact also working, so... But yeah, let's say I'm back in Amsterdam in my atelier after a very nice adventure. You might have spotted that I have a new coffee cup, and it is a coffee cup made by the Berbers of Morocco. It's one of their traditional crafts, and a double shot of espresso fits nicely into it. So I think this was made especially for me. Also, the glass it's not visible now, but the glass has a very nice turquoise shade when it's empty. So I'm really happy to have it. It will be a memory of my travels. But I'm really happy to be back. I missed you all, and I can't wait to start with our next source of inspiration. Marta is here, Linda, Lutka, say hi to Veronka, Sangita is here, Bonnie is here. Rested? I'm not 100% sure if I'm rested. The adventure was adventurous. Christina, Jennifer, Annette, Cynthia, Faye, Niti, more Facebook user friends, Katie, Cindy, Sue, Martina, Liv is here too. So really, I just arrived yesterday and I really need my caffeine before we would start today with our big task of unboxing. Before we would look into what's inside the box, I would like to share a bit about the Beadingschool Academy with those beaders who might not be familiar with it yet. So the Beadingschool Academy, where you can become a student and continue your lifelong learning, it's very important. It's a big beady experience that is guiding you through different sources of inspiration, to faraway countries, to famous pieces of art, to the nature, and so on. Every 2 months, we explore a different source of inspiration. And if you are a student of the Beadingschool Academy, then depending on the membership that you choose, it can be either yellow, turquoise, or fuchsia, corresponding with the colors of the Beadingschool mandala or symbol. Also with my t-shirt today. You receive different perks. We all look into the virtual classroom of the Beadingschool Academy. That is the most important place to visit during your adventure. And every 2 months, you receive we explore a different source of inspiration, as I said. We work with a curated collection of beads, components, cabochons that I select specifically for that theme. They always match each other very well. So even if you would like to create more besides the tutorials that come with your student membership, then it's easy to play with them because they just go very nicely together with each other. And I always try to select, besides some popular shapes that we need for pretty much everything when we create, like milky seed beads or fire polished beads, then we also have always some very exquisite pieces which are which are very hard or even impossible to find outside of the academy box. And so you receive a curated collection, you receive access to the virtual classroom. This is on the screen. You can see how the virtual classroom looks like. On the top, there are some important points of reference, some information how to navigate the academy, then access to the lunch break, which is a weekly socializing event to get to know each other, and it's super fun. Then we also have quizzes for every topic, and then at the bottom you can see the themes that we have explored together until now. So we started, let's change the layout so you see it better. We started last September with Magic Garden, inspired by art novel. And then we moved on, that always one theme lasts 2 months. So then we moved on to Starry Night and getting to know 𝐌𝐻𝐿𝐼's life and his masterpieces. Then we moved to the Maharaja's Jewel, and that was a beautiful theme inspired by India and the royal palaces of India. And then during the past 2 months, we had Art Deco, and we are still playing a bit with Art Deco. Just yesterday, my friend Susie shared a new tutorial with you, the Elizabeth, and many of you already beaded it, and it's really nice to see. So if you are a member of the academy, then you receive the beads, you receive also tutorials, of course, and guidance to help you when you are playing with the components in the box. And we say that yellow and turquoise students get 1 tutorial and fuchsia students get 2, but actually it's at least 1 and at least 2, because usually it's a lot more. Also, Susie's tutorial was an extra gift to our Beadingschool Academy students that we included. So there are the tutorials, there are articles to explore and get to know the theme better, because I think that when we dig deep into a theme and we kind of live in it, then we create together this whole world, and it's then becomes a very intense and also educative and inspiring little world that we live in, not only on our bead mats for 2 months. With India, many of us even explored Indian cuisine. We lit incense sticks. I recommended you one of my favorite books. Then you've actually, many of you told me that you've read it and that it was super nice, by Salman Rushdie, The Enchantress of Florence. And also, as one of my favorites from every theme, the storytelling night. So recently, the crown of every little word that we create is a special event, a storytelling night with 𝐁𝐄𝐃, who is a professional storyteller. So, for example, for our Indian-inspired theme, she collected for us tales from India featuring featuring gems and jewels. So then every 2 months, we are super lucky, and she will join us theme by theme. So every 2 months, she's selecting some stories, and then we come together and we can bead while she's telling her stories. And I think it's really nice to listen to her. Faye indeed read the book, and she says it was awesome. In the meanwhile, oh, so many of you joined. Thank you so much. So, and that sorry, ladies, I need a sip, some more coffee, I think. So, of course, the academy is also about beading education. So we explore different tips, tricks, we share with each other. There are always the tutorials, but I always also aim for really teaching not just a specific jewel, but something more that you can take with yourself on your beading journey, even when creating your own pieces. Like, for example, recently we have been playing a lot, and we were getting comfortable with square stitch bezels, and I hope that I will see it popping up more and more in your jewels. And for our next box, I also have something new to explore. And just one of the, I think, most popular perks that you receive if you are a student, I have to mention it, is the option to top up your box. So when you place an order to fulfill your beading dreams from beadingschool.com, then you can choose the option to join your order with the box, and then we will store it for you and keep it safe for you until the next box is going out. And we send everything together, so you actually get access to free shipping for all your bead orders. And I think that's really a valuable option. There is no minimum for those orders. So if it comes to your mind like, yay, I need one more color of Delica, you can just reserve it with an order. We put it aside for you and then ship it for you next time when we are sending you a box. So we actually have some new spots. If this got you intrigued, then we actually have some new spots available at the Beading School Academy. They are scarce. We are taking steps to open it up for more enthusiastic beaders. So at the moment, we do have some spots available. You can access them through beadingschoolacademy.com to reserve your spot. And if you do it now, then you will even get a little gift, a very nice gift, that we will include a Beading School notebook with your very first box. So if you start a new membership now, then you will receive this Beading School notebook. I love it, by the way. It's designed by a Slovak young designer, and she, for example, included a mandala at the bottom of each page, which is a super nice little detail. And a very nice feature of it is that the inside of the cover is this yellow with the Beading School mandala pattern. Mine is already like booming with ideas. I was using it while I was staying in Marrakesh. So I am writing all my ideas into this notebook. And you can, for example, document your journey through the Beading School Academy into your new notebook that you will receive. And yeah, let's see what's that new source of inspiration. There is actually a clue behind me. Can somebody spot it? That what might be the clue that what is the next topic of the Beadingschool Academy? In the meanwhile, Cynthia says that she loves the square stitch bezel. I also got very fond of it. It creates a different effect than peyote. Susie is here, Debbie's here, Susan, Donna, Neeti. Neeti says about the top-up option that it's very, very dangerous. It is, but very useful also. Honey. Cynthia says about signing up, yes, do it, you won't regret it. Please, ladies, also, if you have a minute to spare after the video, then please share the news about the Beadingschool Academy with your friends and invite them to join. We are looking forward. And oh, Katie says the tulips. Honey also says Blumen, flowers. Sunshine, Facebook user friend Sherry, Faye. Oh, tulips, tulips. And indeed. Oh, Antoinette says pot on your table. Facebook user friend says found objects box. Hi, Cheryl. So, to don't tease you more, or next source of inspiration are indeed the tulips. And the next theme is called Tulip Mania. I selected for you pink and purple tones for our next box, and we will be getting inspired by tulips, and we will be learning about not only different kinds of very exquisite tulips, but also about their journey from Turkey, because Turkey is the country where they are coming from. And then through actually my city, my adopted hometown, Amsterdam, they got into Europe and they spread all over the world. And very often, not only today, you can see tulips blooming behind me, as I love picking up a bouquet of tulips from the local market. And actually, I wanted to combine two of my favorite colors of tulips, the pink and the purple, with just a little bit of green and turquoise-ish to stand for the green leaves and the surroundings. Cynthia says she loves the pendant on the box, so that pendant on the box, that will be one of the signature jewels, and it is a nice example of what I would love to teach you and show you and share many examples of how we can layer components and beads on top of each other. We will be working with lots of different flower-shaped or petal-shaped beads that we can layer on top of each other. And we want to make sure that they stand the right way, they don't move. So we will be exploring different examples how we can do that. So indeed, Niti also says lots of tulips in Canada come from the Netherlands. And there is actually a historic reason for that, since, yes, tulips started out in Turkey, then they traveled to Amsterdam and the Netherlands, and during the Second World War, when Canada was sheltering the princess who later became the queen, then as a thank you to Canada, the Netherlands were year by year sending 100,000 tulips every year to Canada. So it has a historical reason. So, well, there are, Margareta says, I hope there is not so much pink in the box. Pink is not her color. There is pink in the box, and I hope that you will like working with it. Every box is different, so sometimes it's really in your comfort zone and something that you feel comfortable with, and sometimes it's something that is like outside of your comfort zone, and it's more of a learning adventure to get comfortable with it, or at least explore and see what are the possibilities. So let's see what's inside. Aniti says, Margaret, I said that about green before the last box, and actually by the end of the last team, I think Niti got very fond of green, or at least created many beautiful green jewels. So let's see what's inside. So you can see on the top, there are also metal components, and of course many shaped beads, cabochons, and so on. There are also many purple tones in it, so not only pink. It's never only one color. Oh, Niti actually says that emerald is now her favorite. So let's see what's inside. This is how it looks like when you open it. As you can see, it's super fully packed. I was afraid to actually open it before I got it. And to tell you a bit, this is what I am going to open. This is the fuchsia level box, so that's the biggest variety of boxes. And this time, some of the beads, especially the very fancy, tulip-shaped beads, they can come in different colors in your boxes. So they will, of course, all match the theme and all match each other. But to make sure that we can get these super nice special beads manufactured by a little family business in the Czech Republic, we needed to like combine different colors to have enough for you. So let's see. Let's start with two pieces of 18mm Preciosa Rivoli crystals. They will come in the color Crystal Vitriol Light. I already designed a pendant for this, and well, the motif, it can be used as a pendant or as an earring, but since we were even recently working with the 18mm cabochons in the Kato pendant, that was a gift to all turquoise and all fuchsia members of the Academy last month, then if you want to make a pendant from the motif that I designed for this new theme, then you will have one extra left, and you can maybe go back to the Kato and bead it in another color. And happy birthday, Lutka! I see you saying happy birthday to Lutka, so so these are 18mm Preciosa crystals in Crystal Vitriol Light. Then, of course, we need more cabochons. So here we have a 12mm cushion cut from Preciosa in the color Violet. So incredibly deep sparkle. As you can see, this is how the back looks like. a very nice even foil, and a light tone of purple. Even if you would like to create, for example, during the theme, a statement necklace from more motifs, then you can combine the violet with the crystal vitriol light. It emphasizes the purple tone more, so that is one option how you will be able to play with your cabochons. Then we have here more Preciosa, and these are 6mm Suwon rhinestones, fuchsia colored ones in gold colored setting. You will receive 4 pieces of this, and actually I already have a pair of earrings where this is the focal, and I think you will really like those earrings. Next Tuesday already I will be showing you the first jewel from the Tulip Mania box, so stay tuned. This is the back side. So the fuchsia colored Preciosa rhinestones, they are set in a gold colored metal setting with 2 holes running in a cross shape. So I really love how we can play with this thanks to the 2 holes. Then, for me, an oriental theme, something connected to Turkey, for example, could never be complete without pearls. So we will also have some light burgundy Preciosa nacre pearls included in the box. And actually, Brit Marie says the words are backwards. It's just because I think the camera is somehow strangely mirrored, but what I see in front of me when you receive the little bags, I can assure you that they are not mirrored. They are in a normal way. So everything is all right. It must be something with my broadcasting program. So these are 12mm Preciosa nacre pearls. The nacre pearls are made with many layers of this pearly coating. So when you look at them, then they have like a bit of a depth, and Preciosa tries to mimic the feeling, the shine, even the weight of real pearls with this. You will receive 4 pieces of 12mm pearls, so you can use them even with some older patterns like the Jodhpur. Let's see if we will create some new ones with this, but also you can use this, for example, as dividers, as connectors between motifs in a necklace or in a bracelet. So 4 pieces of 12mm pearls in light burgundy. Then, to match the pearls, we will also have some nacre cabochons, also in the light burgundy color, 8mm, 4 pieces. These are flat back cabochons, so you can even glue them, even on earring posts, if you would like to create a little matching earring to some of your bigger jewels. Or you can even use them in bead embroidery. You can glue them on a fabric if you like working with embroidery, but of course you can also bezel them. Recently we got really fond of the square stitch bezel for nacre cabochons, but also for Preciosa chatons or rivolis. So 4 pieces of 8mm nacre cabochons. Then, of course, we need icons, right? So here I have a bag of Preciosa bicon beads. The size is 3 millimeter and the color is light amethyst. So it is something between purple and pink, more purple than pink, but a very subtle tone that can be matched beautifully to the light burgundy. But also, look at this, even with the fuchsia, it looks nice. I hope you like them. Then, Sarah, this is the first thing that can match the pendant that you were working on today. So we have a bag of 4 millimeter Preciosa bicon beads in the color Rose Opal. So these are, the previous ones were 3, these are 4 millimeter big. And come in the color Rose Opal. I love opal tones. They are a bit like mysterious, I think, but also elegant. Who likes opals? Hands up, ladies. Sherry also says that I do love the opal effect. Katie says, those are pretty. The rose opal can be combined with a lot, I think. I agree. Hi, Yosin. Good to see you too. And a bit of green to emphasize that the tulips also have stems, not only flowers. So we have 4 millimeter round beads in turquoise luster Picasso. This is one of my favorite round beads, pressed glass round beads. So these are green turquoise, but with a kind of a golden Picasso coating. So they have a special shine. Jennifer says, these colors are right up my alley. Oh, I'm really glad, Jennifer. Margaret also likes the Picasso. Then, let's see what else. It's nice to have similar tones in different sizes. So here we have a bag of 3 millimeter round beads, turquoise luster Picasso again. Yosin says, love this color. So these are 3 millimeter and the same, just for comparison, the same color, but a size smaller. So you can combine them with each other, for example. Then I have here some more Preciosa rhinestones, and these are of the 4 millimeter size, and they come in a golden setting, just like the fuchsia ones that I have showed you, but these are purple velvet. So a deep and very elegant shade of purple. Actually, one of the pendants, the one with the 18 millimeter cabochon that I mentioned you earlier, I bezeled it also by using the rhinestones. So this is the color, the combination that we will be working with. Katie says it's one of her favorite colors, the purple velvet. Faye also. Sarah says, I already have the turquoise Picasso beads and I am happy to get more of them. I think we can't get enough of those. Those are so beautiful. Niti also finds this yummy. Let's see. Another component of that pendant with the 18 millimeter Rivoli will be 4 millimeter nacre pearls, and we will get these in the pearlescent blue color. So let's see. Nacre pearls, 18mm cabochon, and then the purple velvet. Our pendant is coming together nicely. Then we have, of course, 𝐊𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿 beads, because we always need them, of course. So let's start with the size 11 𝐊𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿s. They have two colors of the 𝐊𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿s here. One is the Duracoat galvanized matte light pewter. We know that from the 𝐅𝐻𝐿𝐻 box. And I always like to include one neutral that pulls together and makes everything elegant. So in this case, it's the matte light pewter. And I also like to include an accenting color of Delica beads. So in this case, it's the metallic raspberry gold iris. It's number 1015. Oh, Cheryl is trying to persuade me to show a sneak peek of the pendant. I'm sorry. Today I'm adamant. Today I will show you up close the pendant that is on the cover of the box, and Tuesday we will look into the onto the finished jewels. And Nani says that for her these colors are not the typical tulip colors, and I think it can be very different. Like for me, I buy most of the times the purple and the pink tulips, so for me those are the tulip colors. But as I was thinking about the colors, then of course it can happen that for you tulips are more red or yellow, but they rarely come home with me. With me are always the purple and the pink. Then, actually, to give that Turkish mysterious vibe to the beads and their creations, I selected a new shade of Miyuki beads. New in the meaning that we haven't played with this yet in the Beading School Academy, and you will receive 3 different sizes of the same color. So it's the metallic gold iris. It's a bit purple, but also very gold, a little bit green also, and it will give that. If you have ever been to Istanbul and visited the Topkapi Palace or the harem, then these are colors that you can see there. So we will work with these seed beads among else. If you would like to then deepen the colors of your creations, then I also included some darker shades, darker purples. The metallic raspberry comes in sizes 15 and 11. And a third tone to also, design-wise, it's also nice to have a color that tones down and creates an accent. So these are size 15 in the color matte nickel plated 190F. Then this is actually now one of my favorite components is coming from the box. And it's a metal component, and it really brings me into that mood of the Turkish palace and Istanbul. It's called the Turkish Rococo filigree, and it's a pair of filigrees that you will be able to hang, for example, at the bottom of your of your earrings. Because while looking into tulips and flower shapes, Turkish Rococo will also be a style that we will learn more about. Then, to have more flowers, Kathy says they are cute. To have more flowers, I have here two golden color. They are actually a lot less yellow than on the screen now. They are of a subtle gold color. So these flowers can be attached to the middle of a component. There is a hole in the middle, and then we can add a little crystal or a seed bead to attach it. They have two layers. So they are dimensional. And I already have an idea how to use them. So I'm curious of the exact result. Even the little petals are textured, by the way, so it's very delicate, detailed work. Then, to have some focals for our flowers, we have here 8mm Preciosa chatons in the color Rose Opal. There will be 8 pieces of these. So you can use them for earrings, for a bracelet, or even a statement pendant, for example. And to give you possibilities, opportunities to create petals from your beads, we have here navet cabochons in metal settings. One is aqua opal, very, very beautiful, in silver colored setting, and the other one is purple velvet in gold colored setting, 6 and 6 pieces. They can be used just as before when we had the slim navets. They can be also used as connectors between motifs. If you want to create a bracelet, then it's always handy. But you can also create a flower that has 6 petals. The same with the purple, of course. Cheryl says, navets, give me, please. And the size of these, it's indeed 5 times 10 millimeters. So 6 and 6 pieces of navets. These are the purple velvet. Then, of course, we will also need components. And to match the theme, we have here toggle clasps in antique bronze with a little tulip detail. Brit Marie, yeah, I know somehow the camera is flipped, and I don't know how to unflip it, but on the little bags, I'm looking at it, all the texts are all right. So when you receive them, then you can read them in a normal way, but somehow on the camera they appear backwards. So this is the clasp, and on the O part there is a little tulip, just the flower on it, and the T part there is a full tulip with a leaf. then another clasp. This will be included only in the fuchsia box. So this is a clasp garden. It's a clasp garden clasp, a box clasp, and the decorations on it remind me of the style that we are going to explore. So this is how it looks like. I always love the details of the clasp garden clasps. Now the back has this cuttings, these openings, and when you want to open it, then you push this part and pull it out. So I find that when I'm making bracelets, then this is a type of clasp that I can easily open and close even on my own. I posted a little video of how I do that to help you with putting on jewelry on your own. Then some more components. We have here a pair of ear studs with cubic zirconia. So when you peek inside the flower, and remember that tulips can be of very different shapes, sizes. Some have bigger petals, some have smaller petals, some are thinner and longer, some are really rich and maybe the petals are fuzzy. So tulips can be very different. And these are a thinner, well-blooming pair of tulips. They are ear studs, so they're the decoration will be on top of your ear, and there is a little loop to allow you to hang something at the bottom. And inside there is a cubic zirconia hiding and sparkling. And everything will be afterwards available also in the bead shop. So if you get to love this, Claire is asking if more will be available. They will be available. Nidhi says, I am such a hoarder of earring studs. It's good to have a collection, then you can find something that matches your jewel very well. Then I have here a charm. It's 8 times 10 millimeters. It's called the Tulip charm. So it's a tiny tulip about to bloom. The bottom of it is decorated with cubic zirconia. And there is a pink flower hiding inside and a loop at the top, so you can hang it at the bottom of your pendant. And Sarah says, I can't believe how lucky we are to be a part of this academic club. Such beautiful selected beads and components. Big thank you, Erika and the team. Thank you, Sarah. We really do our best to bring you lots of value and lots of entertainment and lots of inspiration. So I'm really, really happy that you like it. And Donna is asking, is it too late to top up our boxes? If you would like to use that option, then please do it now, because the ladies already started packing and they will start sending out the boxes tomorrow. So if you order now, then we can still pack it with your box. But afterwards, as we are gradually sending out the boxes and it will take several days to send out everything, then we can't guarantee for everyone to still be able to do that with the next box. Then, by the way, there is still a lot. Still, like, really a lot in the box. So grab another tea, take another sip of coffee, because it will still take some time until I unpack everything. So another charm is the tulip charm, and Cheryl says we need a new Beading School Hoarders Anonymous group. So this charm is one of my favorites, and it consists of two parts, a tulip and the stem. You can use them together, but since the stem of the flower is attached with an open jump ring, then you can, if you want, remove it. It's of a super nice high quality metal, so you can see the that how high the shine is, that when I'm moving it, then it's really shining and it's smooth and it's beautiful. And actually, a few weeks ago, I slipped a piece or two to Nitti when we were meeting, and she already showed me one of her ideas with it, and she attached a rhinestone here in the middle of the charm. So that was such a nice idea, and I love how she solved that. You can even combine the two charms to each other. You can attach the navet into the charm. It would also fit perfectly. So you don't have to leave it open. It can be a decoration on its own. Look at this. It matches perfectly. And Lutka is asking if this will be also in the turquoise box. I'm not 100% sure now. I'm unpacking the fuchsia, but we are already making the what's inside your box page for the virtual classroom. So then you will be able to check what's in turquoise and what's in fuchsia. So another possibility for you to use the navet is to include it with your tulip. Then one more hanger. I love hangers because we can really personalize our jewels with them. And there is a pair of 14 times 22 millimeter glass drop in metal setting, lilac in gold colored setting. So this matches also the vitrolite, also beautifully matches the purple velvet, and you can hang it either at the bottom of your earrings, or you can make maybe two pendants. Then we have one more pair of cabochons here. This you will need in the middle of the pendant that's on the cover of the box. And Sarah, this is also something that I was referring to, that it would match your lemonade pendant that you are working on. So this is a pair of 14 millimeter rivolis in the color rose opal. These are glass cabochons. And here they are. This is, so you can see the back, how smooth and perfect it is. And this is the color. Then something more that we haven't had before. Sometimes we also like to hang or pendants on a ribbon instead of beads or instead of a chain. So I found for you a beautiful, smooth, very high quality silk ribbon. It's 7 millimeters wide. It comes in the color mint. And you will receive 1 meter of this silk ribbon. It's super smooth, super soft. It's really, really nice. This is how it matches the pink. Then, of course, we will need some fire polished beads. I have here different sizes for you. I have here 2mm fire polished beads in bronze, and then I have 3mm fire polished beads in crystal bronze Vega. So we also need some colors to that are more neutral, not only the accent colors. So these fire polished beads have that role of pulling everything together nicely. So the crystal bronze Vega, it is similar to the bronze, but it has a subtle purple shine. And then I will dig into the box a bit because there are more fire polished beads inside and I want to show them to you at the same time. So I have here 3 more bags of fire polished beads, 3, 4, and 6mm. So the 3mm ones come in chalk white lila luster, the 4mm come in gold bronze, and the 6mm comes in chalk white lila luster, matching the 3mm ones. And actually, my plan with the golden flower is that I will create a nest for it from the fire polished beads, and then the flower will sit in the middle. So, by the way, also when you are looking at these colors, then the inspiration for the colors, it not only comes strictly from the flowers, but also from Turkey, also from the palace. So it's a combination of the style and the flowers themselves. And then let's see the shaped beads. We have here shaped beads. So you will need, for the big pendant, some 2-hole daggers in the size 5x16, and these come in chalk white lila luster, matching the 3 and the 6mm fire polished beads. Then another shape that you need for the flower are the 7x8 rose petal chalk white lila Vega luster beads. And as you can see, these are a bit tricky to add, as there is 1 hole only running from the front to the back, and we need to secure them in a way that they don't move from where they are supposed to stay. So this is actually the pendant, and that's the first thing that you will be able to learn during this theme, that how do we secure these petals in a way that they stay where they are supposed to stay. I created this pendant. It has actually 3 layers. If we count the seed beads, then 4, because there are the seed beads, the daggers, the petals, and then this front bigger layer. And you can actually stop also after creating this part, so you can create different sizes of the motif. I added a peyote bale with the rhinestone on it, so that's also something that you can do with this. And then maybe use the silk ribbon. The size of the rivolis, it's 14mm, so you can use these ones in it. Then I think this will be really technically interesting for you. So even if sometimes the color scheme is not exactly up to your alley, then I trusted that the technical solutions and all the little tricks, they will bring lots of value to you. This will be, I think, very nice on your learning curve. The flat bronze beads in the center, Marta is asking, they are called Diabolo beads. They are 4 times 6 millimeters. And with this, I wanted to create the effect of like looking into the flower, kind of. And I don't know, how do you call that part of the flower where the pollen is? So the flat top of the Diabolo beads, they, for me, created that effect. It is a bit challenging indeed, as Cynthia says, but yeah, I will break it down into tiny steps for you. You are used to or way of working from the tutorials, how I draw the lines step by step. And I am here, the whole team is here to help you if you will have any questions in the meanwhile. So these are the Diabolo beads, and they look like a little, no, it's actually the opposite of the shape, but so in the middle they are thinner. Thank you, Wendy. So in the middle they are thinner, and that's where the hole is. There is one hole, and the top and the bottom are completely flat. Yeah, and there is actually another bead type called pellet, which is exactly the same, but sometimes different manufacturers make the same shape but call it differently, so they are the same. And then, to give you more options when putting together your flower, if you would like to include more of those greenish shine, then we have here a different color of these rose petals. So you will be able to choose if you would like to make it more purple, or if you would like to add a bit of turquoise or greenish color into it. Then we are getting close to the very special flower-shaped beads. So I have here something that I was really looking forward to play with. These are from the little Czech manufactory that I mentioned you earlier. So this is one of the shapes that can come in different colors in your box. These are 8 times 12 millimeters tulip bud beads in the color purple violet. And they have an identical front and back, and they are, well, tulip shapes, and I was really looking forward to playing with them. So a pair of earrings that I created for you for the Tulip Mania team is coming in with this shape. I can't wait to share it with you on Tuesday. Then my bead mat is filling up, but I still have quite a lot. I have here more flowers. These are called lily flowers. They come in chalk white red luster in my box, but this can be also of a different color in yours. These are flat. They have one hole, and imagine creating a bigger flower from them by arranging them in a circular shape. Like this, but you can also hang them under something. So there are different possibilities for this. Then another, oh, these are really nice. These are called tulip beads, and in my box they come in the golden pink color, but this can also differ. These are one of those special shapes. And there are 2 pieces in the box, and they are pretty big. They are 11 times 16 millimeter. And what I like, that the base color of the bead is then decorated with this golden lines, so it makes it more plastic, more real looking. So you can add this at the bottom of a pair of earrings. Niti is asking that what's the whole orientation of the tulip beads. It runs from the top to the bottom, so they can be hanged nicely at the bottom of earrings. Then let's see what else. This shape will also be included in that 18 millimeter cabochon pendant that I mentioned to you, and you will receive it in 2 different colors, so you can make your choice that what would you like to include. So you can go more pink with chalk white lila luster, or you can use the chalk white blue luster. These are gecko beads in 3 times 5 millimeter, little petals for our little flowers. Then we have some focals as pressed beads, so not only the cabochons can be used as focals in the middle of motifs, but also these 6 millimeter 2-hole cabochons in chalk white iris. So as you can see, the holes are running parallel. The bottom of the cabochon beads is flat, and this is the orientation of the holes. Oh, and Jill says, this box contains so many beads I have been wanting to try. Cannot wait. That's wonderful, Jill. I can't wait to see you playing with them. And then I have here 2 more shapes, which I thought will really fit the flowery theme. One is the Storm Duo in chalk white lila gold luster. Perfect for creating lines, wavy lines in the flowers. And also some drop beads 11 times 8 in chalk white blue luster. So these shapes are actually, some of the shapes are completely new, to start exploring something else, to bring us new opportunities, but some shapes can be familiar from themes that we explored in the past. So you can maybe go back to another tutorial and create it in a different color scheme. And that was actually, my box is empty now. After an hour of unpacking, finally my box is empty. But my bead mat is very, very full. And so this is the first jewel that we will be creating together. And ladies, thank you so much for watching today. So please don't forget that if you are not an Academy member yet, then this is the time to sign up. We have openings and we have extra gifts. So please go for it. They are usually gone fast, the spots. So this is the opportunity to become a student. And on Tuesday, I will be coming back with the finished jewels, the first dose of finished jewels, because we will continue creating. Usually, I say that like 1 month, but usually we keep playing for nearly 2 full months with the box, because it gives so many different opportunities. I just counted that from the previous one, we've created already 12 different jewels at least. And thank you so much for watching, ladies. If you would like to sign up, then it's beadingschoolacademy.com to find the opportunity to sign up. And if you are a member already, then you have nothing to do. You can go back to the virtual academy next week to find there the first articles, the first tutorials already. And I can't wait to start exploring with you. Wishing you a nice rest of the day and see you very soon again. Bye bye.